Matili manase nyika uya imuanele tapu veta vakanaka. Ona vetapu vachiuya ivava. Ona vetapu vachiuya.
Coming to Frontline, it wasn't a mistake in the beginning. I felt from before that I should be working somewhere where I have to influence development and where I should have influence of the women empowerment. So I take myself as an example. When I came to this institute, I could ask for a platform. What is it that I should do best for other women? And I've taken myself to be in that position. And being it an institute of international school where we have different women from different communities and different countries, I realized that participants, the women participants, they used to take themselves as people who are actually oppressed, people who cannot also stand up and take the different actions which men do. But through my influence, through discussions, complementing to one of the Millennium Development Goals, which talks of gender equality, then I've been in forefront, mobilizing the different ladies from different countries, and they came to understand that they actually have a role to play in development. Not only that, but we call it the piggery. They are there. They also clean the pigs. They do anything in the school that people used to think is only a work for men. If we talk of being vocal, we used to know from our different cultures that ladies, they are actually under the men. They have to comply with what the man is saying. But here in Frontline is actually a difference. We advocate for ladies to take up their challenges, to stand their ground, and also to be speaking out so that their initiatives and their ideas, they are heard. And I can say in Frontline it's 50-50. And since I'm there as an example, then they don't doubt. They are also there to be actually given these responsibilities. And when you give them, there's no doubt they do the responsibilities. They come up with the initiatives. They also dress, having an overall during an action. They also do the same kind that the men do. And the men in Frontline Institute, they equally understand this concept that we don't leave any lady behind. And when we do like this, we are actually empowering the women. If we talk of the different countries, look at India. Some of it is that they're actually oppressed of their rights. Not only India, many other countries. We normally hear if you have a baby girl, then it's not a privilege. But people, they like a baby boy. But here in Frontline, we have to make people understand. We have to change some of these traditions, some of these barriers that actually hinder development. I am happy with the Brazilian president. She is a lady. In Zimbabwe, we have our vice president is a lady. In Liberia, we also have a lady president. And if I talk of Malawi, recently, they now have a lady president, meaning that we have to make it possible what has not been possible. So what I also say to the people out there, especially women, but I'm happy we have a representation here. I tell them to say they need to actually stand their ground, come up with their influential points, have them heard somewhere, then they act together. I am also happy in Zimbabwe. We have a lot of projects that are specifically for women. We talk of sewing clubs, we talk of rearing chicken. The government itself is trying to give money for the benefit of women, that they come together, meaning that when they come together, they're also equally responsible to take care of their families, to be generating income in that respect. So I really want to say it is a pleasure for me to talk about this topic because of late I used to think, how should I influence the different women in the society? But through this representation at the international school, then the influence is going to go even further, where women, they should also recognize that they have the right to be actually empowered, They have the right to be ruling the country. They have the right to create development and many more aspects. So this is what I can say basically as Nesta representing other women. And if the platform allows, if the time allows, I should also reach even to the whole women in Zimbabwe discussing about these issues. And I normally know if you empower a lady or a woman, then you have empowered the whole nation. So I support this idea, and we still carry it on with this idea.
My name is Abigail Marira. I'm a project leader for Ponisaiwan Children's Home. I've been working with DAPP from 1993 in April, and I started working in Manicaland district, Manicaland province, working in a child aid project. My experience in child aid project was also with working with children. So this is the same thing I'm doing at Ponisaiwan Children's Home. Currently, we have a capacity of 60 children, and we have 56 as our enrollment. So, being a female project leader, I don't feel the difference. Like, I have a lot of challenges being a woman, and also being the difference between women and men. I do my work very well. Of course, at the beginning you would face challenges when men would think that maybe it's better with men. And I also felt the same. But as it is now, I can work together with them, and with this environment where we have children, I even feel it better because at times I become a model to the children. And my girl child, those girls here, they feel the same like me, and I feel them also taking up challenges. Some of those duties which they might feel are meant for men, you could see them carrying them up, like going to piggery. They also go for vegetable production. They also work in the poultry production, being our life skills here. Although we are still trying to work on what we can do as projects for the girls, but otherwise they are doing fine with these projects, which are normally meant for men. So from everything that we are doing, I don't really see any challenge that we have. We fit everywhere. Even in my day-to-day duties, I don't have any challenges. I work the same as any other project leader in the organization who is a man. And I feel that's very good empowerment that we have being women. And there's no difference that the organization can select men only for these positions because we work the same, and there hasn't been any problems with us being women. And we feel more women has to be on board because it's very good for us. It's very suiting for me to be at this project being a mother, because all my children, they come to me, they treat me as their parent. They are very open with what they need from me, and I act the same in return. So this makes it has a very good effect to them, because they don't have all those disturbances they will be carrying. They feel they've got somewhere to discuss, somewhere to talk about their burden too. So I feel this position, being a mother for the children, it also works considering psychosocial support to the children, because they no longer have their burden. If you can look at them, they are very free, they are happy. Even if they come up with issues for education, for life skills, whatever we are doing here, even their own personal feeling. For example, when they come here, they will be having different problems. They come to me, they discuss with me, I do counseling, they are very open, we talk to them about it, they feel free and give examples of other children who are here, of which they make the children fit very well to their own colleagues here. So I feel it's very good for us to be together with them, and we invite more women to be here. Since also being a home, we require more mothers because they deliver motherly love to the children. Hence, it helps them to fit and be together with others very well. So I feel it's a very good position that we have.
My name is Siri Valerin. I'm a Cameroonian by nationality, and I came to Zimbabwe in 2009 until now. I think gone are those days when people used to say women are just used for producing children, staying at home, doing domestic work. I think that time has passed. And with the moving of time, things have changed also. And it's high time women realize their role in terms of development. I, for example, coming to Frontline was also a good thing to me, because right now I can say I've realized a lot of things in terms of the activities that women can do to promote development, no matter how little it can be. But all we need to do as women is to pick up that courage and say, I can do this, and then you go for it. Because life is not how we do the things, but it's about the choices that we make. Because if I just sit and say, yes, I have decided to be in the house and do the domestic work, so shall it be. But then as Valérine and being in Frontline and an activist in the activities of Humana People to People, I've realized my potentials as a woman. And I think I have used this potential. For example, I know now that I can be in the forefront of pushing things, not to say I just sit and wait for people to do it for me. That I realized from Frontline Institute. So here in Frontline, we train them in everything. I, as Valérine, all that I have learned in terms of gardening, in terms of construction, I can say I can start a foundation, no matter the fact that I'm a woman. I can plaster, I can paint, I can do the garden work. I don't know anything that I can't do. So I think it's very important that women start to realize their role in development. Yeah, I don't have much to say, but still, I'm still using what I have learned, like in this surrounding community in Ward 8 here in Shamba. We go out to community, we empower the women, we tell them, because most of them, you see young children, maybe 15 to 16 years, they already have kids, maybe 2 or 3, which is something that they also lack that information. But because we've acquired more of that information, we tell them, we teach them to say in terms of education, health-wise, and food, we give them information depending on those things. And I think right now most of them are realizing, and some are even taking that courage to come to Frontline to learn computers. But before, they didn't know those things. They just stay in community, they are married young, they just produce children, they know that is their role. But because we've also been capacitated in these things, we go to the community, we empower them, and we tell them that wake up and bring a change in your environment. Because if you stay, there's nobody that will do that for you. So I think right now they're also doing that. They come here when they need help. We go there, we give information. When we are doing this thing of global warming, planting trees, we do together with them. And most of the activists are the youth, ladies. So I think it is very important for those out there who are still at home, who think that the home is your place. I'm encouraging you to wake up and try to assist your husband in one way or the other to make sure that the development comes 2 ways. Part from your husband and part from you, no matter how little they change, but it's time to wake up and bring a change wherever you are. So far, I can say this is my 6th intake that I'm teaching, and I think the women, I cannot really call them women, because if you put them together with the men, you will not see any difference. As I said, I'm doing painting, so are the students here. They can also paint. If you call a lady student here, participant will tell you how much wheelbarrows of sand are you supposed to mix with the bag of cement, the equivalents. They'll be able to tell you that. They'll be able to name all the tools that are being used in plastering and constructing a house. So I think for a start, when they go home, they'll also try to spread that information to say, no, I don't think my role is only to stay home. And we also empower them to say, yes, maybe during your time you didn't have that opportunity to study. Where they say it's only men who are allowed to study. I think we also empower them here to say when you go home, you should encourage the ladies to say education is for all. Yeah, so I think they are also capacitated, and there are many other things that they will share as time goes.
My name is Ndakazive Mutombeni. I'm working in Chiweshe Rural District in Mazoe, working with Farmers Club. 350 they are women and 150 they are men. The women are equipped with the gender equalities, and now they are knowing the rights in their homes. in their families, and also they are able to share the lesson on HIV and AIDS together with their husbands. In addition to that, the women, they are in the forefront in health and hygiene actions. To say out the examples, they are participating in sanitation, whereby they are constructing the tip taps in the schools, in the clinics, also in their homesteads. Also, they are in the forefront to construct the firewood saving stove, looking at the environment, because we need it to be clean. So the women, they are in the forefront in participating on that. My personal experience as a woman, I learned that if you are open to everything, you can be able to lead. And if you are confident in doing whatever you are doing, you can also overcome those men, because as we are underrating with the men, but to my side, I can say I can be in the forefront than men.
Boa tarde, eu chamo-me Eracel Monteiro, sou moçambicana, estou a trabalhar com a ADPP há 15 anos. O primeiro projeto onde trabalhei foi o projeto HOPE, onde o objetivo principal era luta contra o HIV-Sida. Trabalhei nesse projeto durante 10 anos. Depois desse projeto fui trabalhar no projeto de ajuda às crianças e agora neste momento estou a trabalhar no projeto Clube de Agricultores na província de Cabo Delgado, distrito de Kisanga, especialmente em Bilibisa. Em relação à participação da mulher no projeto Farmers Club, é muito importante porque, primeiro, ajuda a mulher a conhecer novas técnicas de conservação da agricultura. Estava a dizer que é muito importante a participação da mulher no projeto Clube de Agricultores, porque isso ajuda ela a conhecer novas técnicas de conservação da agricultura, ajuda também na redução da pobreza absoluta e contribui na garantia da segurança alimentar para a sua família e para a sua comunidade. Isso também faz com que a mulher participe na tomada de decisões dos problemas da família, assim como da comunidade, porque ajuda-lhe a ter um empoderamento nas decisões, na vida em geral, uma vez que nós sabemos que Moçambique é um país onde ainda temos algumas tradições, tabus que nós conservamos, que dizemos que a mulher é só para estar em casa, tomar conta da casa e dos filhos. E ao participar ela nesses clubes de camponeses, nessas reuniões, nesses treinamentos, ajuda a mudar essa atitude, esse pensamento da comunidade em geral e a contribuir também, põe a mulher a contribuir também na sua família, né? Na educação das crianças. A mulher, ao participar no clube de camponeses, com os treinamentos que ela tem na área financeira, na área de geração de rendimentos, ajuda ela a criar projetos de geração de rendimento que beneficiam a sua família, no sustento dos seus filhos, na educação deles, na compra de roupa, etc. Um empoderamento, né, na tomada de decisões dentro da sua família e na sua comunidade. Ajuda a comunidade a olhar que a mulher não é só para ficar em casa, mas sim, ela tem capacidade de fazer outras coisas, ajudar o marido no melhoramento da vida da sua própria família.
My name is Memory Shaw. I'm the headmaster for Ponisavan Technical College. In fact, I joined DAPP in 1994. The reason for myself joining DAPP is because I wanted also to contribute to the development work. In addition to that, I also feel that I want to show the power of women in Zimbabwe. Since there were less women in the development work in DAPP Zimbabwe, so I decided to work and be part of it. Right now at this technical college, I'm the headmaster and I'm leading a number of people We are having 3 courses that we are offering: motor mechanics, horticulture, and business studies. Among us, the staff, we are only 2 women. The one who is in the kitchen department and myself who is the leader. And you know, when you are leading men, they just feel that they know better than women. But to tell you the truth, I'm showing my strength, and they can even feel it that women can do better. We are also empowering women through different activities at this college: sewing, hairdressing, and also some of the women are enrolled in the motor mechanics department. You know, it's not easy to find women doing motor mechanics, and it's not normal. But at this college, it is normal. We have women who are under motor mechanics department. We also train young girls to empower them through different activities. And at the present moment, we have a group of 30 students who were trained at this college in 2009, and they've started their own business in the rural areas where they are producing uniforms for sale. And they are doing good because they are managing to produce the products for sale, and in addition they get income for food for their families, and at the same time they earn a living out of that. And we are really proud of that. And we would like to continue empower women so that they show their strength in life or as a nation. Thank you.